Show more 17:36. They didn't fall for your smile. They didn't fall for the version of you the world gets to see. They fell for the parts you never show anyone. And that changes everything. This person doesn't want to marry you for appearances, not for temporary excitement, and certainly not to fill an emptiness inside themselves. They want to marry you because something deep within them feels called to protect and nurture the very heart that has survived so much. Right now, in this moment, they are thinking about you with a quiet, grounded, serious kind of love, not the loud or showy kind, the patient kind, the observant kind, the kind that endures. They notice not just your laughter, but the moments when you choose silence instead. They see your resilience, the way you carry burdens no one else even knows exist, and something within them stirs with a quiet, settled determination to ease what you carry. There is no fantasy driving them, no fleeting emotion. Their love is mature, grounded, and deliberate. They don't dream of marriage for social recognition, for status, or for how it appears to the world. They dream of it for something far deeper and more meaningful. To walk alongside you and support you in ways that truly matter. When they picture a life with you, they think about how they can honor you, cherish you, and gently help heal the hidden wounds you still carry. They envision a partnership built on trust, patience, and the kind of understanding that only emerges from truly seeing someone's soul rather than just their surface. They see beyond the outward smiles. They see what you conceal from everyone else. The quiet struggles you shoulder without complaint. The strength it costs you to remain composed when your heart feels heavy. The emotional endurance you show when managing hardships you never let show. And every time they realize how much you have carried alone, something pulls in their chest. Every silent battle, every hidden tear, every act of resilience. They see it all, and it moves them deeply, creating within them a desire to stand beside you, not just as a partner, but as someone genuinely willing to carry your burdens alongside you, bit by bit, day by day. This person does not want to marry you to gain something for themselves. They do not see you as a prize or an accomplishment. They want to marry you because they feel called to care for you, to protect you, and to help lift the weight you've been carrying. Their love is not impulsive or rushed. It is steady, intentional, and patient. They understand that healing requires time. That trust must be built carefully. That emotional wounds cannot be resolved all at once. They are willing to walk with you through every season, to gradually help you release pain and replace it with warmth, love, and security. To create a space where your heart feels safe, honored, and truly cherished. They see what others consistently miss. Most people notice only the calm, capable, composed version of you, the persona you allow the world to witness. But this person looks deeper. They sense when your energy shifts, when your voice carries a hesitation, when your presence withdraws even slightly. They feel it intuitively, even when you try to conceal it. They recognize your emotional endurance, the lessons forged through surviving heartbreak, disappointment, and solitude. They understand the courage required to keep loving, to keep hoping, to keep living fully despite pain. And in that understanding, they find a quiet devotion, a willingness to walk patiently beside you as your journey continues. This person wants more than a surface-level connection. They want depth, empathy, and a love that honors every dimension of who you are. They envision a partnership where joy and sorrow are shared equally, where vulnerability is received with compassion, and where laughter and healing exist side by side. Their love is not dramatic or performative. It is a consistent presence, steady and unwavering. They imagine a life where your smiles come more freely, where your burdens feel lighter, and where every wound you once bore alone is finally met with tenderness, understanding, and genuine care. They hope to marry you not to reshape who you are, but to create a space where your soul feels safe, seen, and loved. They see the quiet courage it takes to keep going when life hurts, the strength it requires to offer love after disappointment, the bravery it demands to remain hopeful when others would have surrendered. And they are drawn to that courage, not because it makes you extraordinary in the world's eyes, but because it reveals the depth and resilience of your heart. They long to walk with you, to share your burdens, to slowly, patiently help you release the weight you carry. Their love is not built on perfection. It is built on presence, patience, and a quiet and enduring commitment to help you heal and thrive. And rather than feeling overwhelmed by your strength, This person feels pulled toward it, almost as if it calls to them personally. They have no desire to compete with your independence, no wish to overshadow the courage and resilience you have built over years of living. Their love is not threatened by your capabilities. It is inspired by them. They want to stand quietly alongside your strength and offer reassurance without diminishing your autonomy. They want to gently say, "You don't have to carry this alone anymore," and mean every word of it completely. Their devotion is patient, steady, and unwavering, focused not on grand displays, but on consistently showing up when it matters most, offering a safe harbor for your heart and your soul. Their vision of marriage is not rooted in romance, fleeting passion, or surface-level gestures. It is grounded in responsibility, care, and a deep desire to genuinely share life's weight. When they imagine marrying you, it isn't about a perfect wedding day or outside approval. They imagine the quiet, unglamorous reality of building life together. The early mornings when exhaustion sets in, the nights when memories surface uninvited, the moments filled with tension and uncertainty. They imagine being present for you when your mind feels crowded and your emotions feel heavy. They picture noticing your fatigue before you ever have to name it, quietly taking on what they can so that you may finally rest. Marriage to them is about relief and true partnership, not control or ownership. This person sees the weight you carry daily, the emotional, mental, and sometimes financial responsibilities resting on your shoulders. They recognize how often you listen more than you speak, give more than you receive, hold others' burdens quietly while presenting a composed face to the world. Something inside them whispers, "If I marry this person, I want to be the one safe space where they can finally let everything go." They want to be the one you can cry with without needing to explain yourself. The one you can sit beside in silence without discomfort. The one who will never rush or pressure you to heal before you are genuinely ready. Their presence is meant to lighten your load, never to add to it. They do not see you as broken, fragile, or in need of repair. Instead, they see the beauty in your endurance, the depth of your heart, and the courage it takes to remain open after past disappointments. Their desire to marry you is born of admiration, not pity. They marvel at how you continue to believe in love, how you have preserved your gentleness in a world that has often been unkind, how you extend compassion even when others fail to return it. In their eyes, marriage is not about rescuing you. It is about honoring every part of who you are. They want to carry the weight beside you side by side, sharing responsibilities and easing burdens in ways both practical and deeply emotional. This person is deliberate in how they love. They are serious about commitment and careful with promises. Their vision of marriage is sacred, lasting, and wholly intentional. They think about a future where the pressures you carry are finally shared, where they can stand before challenges so that you do not always have to face them first. Not because you are incapable, but because you should never have to handle everything alone. They want to absorb difficulties, shield your heart, and provide stability without expectation or conditions. Their love is both protective and liberating, a foundation where your strength is honored, your vulnerability respected, and your spirit can finally rest in knowing they remain unwaveringly beside you. That is why they may not yet say much, why their feelings can appear quiet, measured, or carefully contained. This is not uncertainty. It is not hesitation born of doubt. It is intention. This is someone who has counted the true cost of commitment and is still choosing you in their heart every single day. They are afraid of failing you, afraid of causing you pain even by accident. That fear is not weakness. It comes from profound respect. They understand the actual weight of what love means. They want to approach you with integrity rather than promises they cannot keep. Their silence is not absence. It is preparation. It is care. They want to grow with you, not change you. They are not trying to reshape your personality or smooth the edges that make you who you are. They have no desire to dim your light or ask you to become someone simpler to love. They want to walk beside you as you both evolve. They imagine learning together, healing together, becoming stronger partners through shared effort and time. They understand that love is not flawless behavior or perfect moments. It is showing up consistently, even when it is uncomfortable. Their goal is to build a life where growth never requires self-abandonment, where both of you remain fully whole. When they imagine a future alongside you, it feels peaceful rather than chaotic. not filled with emotional turbulence or relentless uncertainty. It feels calm and grounded. They picture shared routines, quiet evenings, and small moments that feel familiar and safe. They imagine laughing with you after difficult days and solving problems together rather than against each other. They imagine growing older with the quiet confidence that they chose the right person. Their vision of marriage is not dramatic or intense. It is stable. And to them, stability is the most profound expression of love possible. They sense that much of your pain originates from being misunderstood, from giving more than you ever received, from staying when others chose to leave. They recognize the exhaustion that accumulates from hoping someone would finally choose you fully and without reservation. They want to love you differently, with presence instead of inconsistency, with actions that align with words, with reliability that never leaves you questioning where you stand. They do not want you wondering whether you matter, or whether their commitment will eventually fade. They want you to feel completely secure, even on the days when you doubt yourself the most. This message is for you. If it found you at a moment when you are tired of being strong, tired of hoping, or tired of waiting, understand this clearly. Someone sees your heart and wants to build a life that protects it. You are not asking for too much. You are not difficult to love. You are not invisible. The kind of love that genuinely wants to take your pain away does not arrive loudly or dramatically. It arrives steadily through consistency and care. And when it comes, you will never have to convince it to stay. This is about a love that is quiet yet profoundly powerful. A love that doesn't seek to impress or control, but to truly see and care for another person at their deepest level. It's the kind of love that notices small things, how you pause before speaking, the way you absorb emotional weight without complaint, the moments when you consistently place everyone else ahead of yourself. This person doesn't arrive to fix you. They don't come carrying expectations. They come with patience, with steady hands, and a heart that is fully prepared to hold yours. Their focus is on building a space where vulnerability is answered with genuine understanding, and where burdens can slowly and gently be shared over time. This love is not dramatic or attention-seeking. It is the kind that waits, that measures commitment deliberately, and that consistently chooses action over empty words. It is rooted in deep respect and sincere admiration rather than desire or neediness. They honor your independence, your strength, and your history. They see the scars and quiet endurance that most people overlook and feel called not to change you, but to grow alongside you. They understand that love is consistent effort, a daily practice rather than an occasional grand gesture. It is a presence that reassures, a patience that allows healing to unfold gradually, and a partnership that flourishes through mutual care. They imagine a life together that is ordinary in its rhythms but extraordinary in its emotional safety, waking beside you on hard mornings, holding you when painful memories return, sharing silent moments without any discomfort. These are the things that matter to them most. They want to be the calm voice when your thoughts grow loud, the unwavering support when burdens pile high, and the person who notices your exhaustion before you speak a single word. Their love is about relief, about lifting the weight you carry, about building a life where your heart finally feels protected and genuinely appreciated, without you ever having to ask. This person's approach to love is careful, but deliberate and deeply respectful. They do not rush or offer promises lightly, because they understand the gravity of true commitment. Their choice to love you is intentional, even when accompanied by fear. The fear of not being sufficient, of causing unintended pain, of falling short in ways that matter most. That fear is not weakness. It is the mark of someone who takes love seriously, who values the profound responsibility of being entrusted with your heart. They are willing to be patient, steady, and present even when walking away or seeking easier gratification would be simpler. The foundation of this love is security and trust. They want you to feel safe, valued, and fully seen even in moments of doubt or deep fatigue. They do not want you to perform, explain yourself, or justify your feelings. Instead, they offer a love that is consistent, that mirrors your strength with patience, and that truly honors your journey. They envision a partnership where difficulties are shared, responsibilities carried together, and healing unfolds organically over time. This love doesn't announce itself loudly, but its presence becomes undeniable, steady, and profoundly life-changing once it arrives. It is the kind of love that doesn't merely promise happiness. It promises understanding, genuine care, and unwavering companionship through everything. This kind of love is rare because it is rooted in real empathy, true patience, and deep understanding. It does not demand you become someone else to fit a mold or satisfy expectations. Instead, it respects every dimension of who you are: your history, your struggles, your victories, and your quiet, unrelenting resilience. They notice the ways you guard yourself, the moments you hold back, by the times you place others ahead of your own needs, and it moves them to act, not from obligation, but from genuine admiration. Their goal is not to take over your life, but to walk alongside you, offering comfort, stability, and the steady presence of someone who genuinely cares about your heart and your overall well-being. They value consistency over drama, real actions over hollow words. Every small gesture, every thoughtful moment, every quiet check-in becomes their way of communicating love without any fanfare whatsoever. They understand that love is lived inside everyday moments. Preparing coffee for you in the morning, noticing when your day has been hard, holding space for your feelings without any judgment attached. They are willing to share the emotional load, to shoulder the world's weight alongside you when life becomes too heavy to bear. This is not performative love. It is tangible, real, and profoundly healing in every sense. They are drawn to your strength not to compete with it, but to complement it. Your independence does not intimidate them. It inspires them. They want to honor your ability to endure, adapt, and keep moving forward even when life has been deeply unfair. They are aware of the sacrifices you have made, the pain you have absorbed, and the resilience you have continuously demonstrated. And they are committed to being the person who eases that burden rather than adding to it. Their love is an active, ongoing choice to stand with you, to protect you, and to create a space where you can finally release the tension you have carried for far too long. This love understands that vulnerability is not weakness. They want to be the one with whom you can be completely authentic, who sees you in your entirety without flinching or passing judgment. You do not need to explain yourself, hide chapters of your story, or perform for their approval. They want to witness your pain and your joy equally, offer support without controlling it, and provide a foundation where letting go finally feels safe. Their presence is steady, unassuming, and unshakable. They arrive quietly with clear intention, and their commitment deepens over time. As trust and understanding grow, they envision a shared life where both partners evolve together without losing themselves in the process. They imagine learning from one another, growing in empathy, and building a partnership that withstands life's challenges through patience and mutual care. They are committed to consistency and genuine presence, not hollow promises. They want to love you in ways that heal past wounds and prevent new ones, offering stability, understanding, and sincere appreciation at every turn. They understand that the most profound love is not about perfection. It is about being present every day, showing up with care and choosing each other through every trial and triumph alike. Their love is quiet, steady, intentional, and unwavering, and it is precisely the kind of love that transforms not just a relationship, but an entire life. They understand that love is not about rushing or forcing emotions to surface on any particular schedule. Their feelings may seem quiet, even hidden at times, but that does not mean they are weak or unresolved. They are deliberate, thoughtful, and deeply intentional. Every glance, every word, every gesture is measured and designed to build trust and create safety. They are aware of the heart's fragility and the weight of everything you have experienced. Their patience is not passive. It is active and purposeful care. They wait because they genuinely understand that the right love cannot be forced or rushed. It must grow, deepen, and endure over time. Their goal is not instant gratification but lifelong devotion. A partnership rooted completely in mutual respect and deep understanding. They admire the strength you have shown when surrender seemed easier, the courage you summoned to keep moving forward, the resilience you display even when life has dealt its harshest blows. Your independence is never a challenge for them. It is a constant source of inspiration. They want to honor it, stand beside it, and actively support it. They are drawn to your quiet determination, your self-reliance, and the grace with which you absorb emotional weight. Rather than competing with your independence, they seek to complement it fully. Their love is not controlling or possessive. It is a daily choice to provide relief, to lighten your load, and to share life in a way that feels balanced, safe, and mutually uplifting. They want to be the one standing in the gaps when life becomes overwhelming, who notices your strength wavering before you say a word, who carries a portion of the burden without ever needing to be asked. They imagine quiet moments of genuine care, preparing a meal after your long and exhausting day, listening without judgment, holding your hand as a silent reminder that you are never, ever alone. They want to be the calm in your life, the steady anchor when storms arrive, the person who finally makes it possible for you to exhale completely. Their love is about consistent action, about showing up in ways that matter precisely when it matters most. They recognize the beauty of your heart, the kindness, the empathy, and the patience you extend even after others have failed you repeatedly. They see your sacrifices, the way you carry others' burdens quietly, often at significant cost to yourself. And rather than viewing this as weakness, they deeply admire it. They see someone genuinely worth investing in, someone whose soul is both resilient and tender. Their desire to marry you is born of that admiration, not of pity or obligation. They want to be the person who honors your endurance, who reflects back the love and care you have offered the world, and who provides the safety and security you may have been missing for so long. They imagine a life together that is simple yet profound, ordinary yet extraordinary in the way it nurtures the soul. They picture shared mornings, gentle evenings, laughter after long days, by and quiet where words become completely unnecessary. They see partnership as an act of daily care, a commitment that strengthens through trials and triumphs alike. Their love is consistent and deliberate, built on trust, patience, and unwavering attentiveness. They want to build a life where you never have to question their intentions or the depth of their commitment. You can rest in their presence knowing they are steadfast, reliable, and wholly devoted to you. They understand that love is not measured by grand gestures or public declarations, but by quiet presence, genuine attentiveness, and complete reliability. They notice the subtle details of your heart, the way your gaze drifts when you are lost in thought, the way your voice softens under the weight of weariness, the pauses that say far more than any words could. They listen not only to what you say, but to everything you leave unspoken. Every nuance matters deeply to them because they regard your inner world as sacred and worthy of the utmost care. Their commitment is not superficial or temporary. It is rooted in a profound desire to protect, nurture, and honor both the person you have been through hardship and the person you are continuously becoming. They are not here to reshape you or ask you to soften your edges for their personal comfort. They see the fire in your spirit, the strength in your independence, the courage embedded within your heart, and they respect it entirely. Rather than feeling threatened, they feel genuinely called to walk beside it. They want to stand with you, never in competition against you, and quietly offer the reassurance that everything does not have to rest on your shoulders alone. They want to ease your load, never overshadow your achievements. Their love is a true partnership in every meaningful sense, a bond that strengthens both of you without diminishing the individuality that makes you irreplaceable. They envision marriage as a shared life, not a single event. They picture waking alongside you on quiet mornings, holding you when the pain of old memories resurfaces, and simply existing together in ordinary yet profoundly meaningful moments. They see themselves becoming the calm voice when your thoughts grow overwhelming, the steady support when challenges emerge, and the hands that help lift you when the world presses down too hard. They want to notice your fatigue before you have to ask for help, to share responsibilities so that rest and ease become natural parts of your daily life rather than rare luxuries. Marriage to them is not about control. It is entirely about relief, care, and building mutual strength together. They imagine a life filled with ordinary miracles. They picture mornings where they quietly prepare coffee for you,